I know what they're thinking in their head for a job interview. They're saying, here I am. Will you hire me? Please, will you hire me? I think the mother of all here I ams, though, let's think about this. What is the mother of all here I ams? It's the moment you ask someone to spend the rest of your life with you in marriage. It's engagement. And this last example of the here I ams is a big one. And, you think they're the person you've been dreaming and praying for your whole life. And you meet their family and their friends, and you think, oh, they could be my family or my friends too. And they meet your family and your friends, and everyone on your side's giving you a thumbs up like, don't mess this one up, right? And this is the here I am moment. After saving up all your money, you go out and you buy a ring, and you hope it's the right ring size. You try to be a little sly, and you're looking at their pudgy hand and seeing what ring size they could be. And you plan, and these days it's different, right? You plan the event, you hire a photographer, you have some friends make a video of it, and you plan this absolute elaborate surprise, and you pop the question, and you get down on one knee, and you open up that ring box, and you say, here I am. Would you marry me? And why is it that on the other side, when they say yes, they put their hands over their mouth like that? It's like a God created people to just put their hands over their mouth when they say yes. And they're saying, here I am too, in all of that. And when you say, here I am, a whole bunch of feelings come with that. Feelings of vulnerability. You're laying yourself out there. Feelings of hope. Hoping that they'll say yes to you, or we want to hire you, or I accept you, or I'll dance with you. There's feelings of relief that when they say yes, this rush of relief, it's like the best feeling in the world, I think, when they say yes. Or the feeling of freedom, that you can be who you are honestly and authentically before them. And some of you have said, many of you have said, here I am to God, the one who created you. And you've come to him with you come to God with all of your insecurities and all of your vulnerabilities, all of your fears, all of your pride and all of your mistakes, all your addictions, all your bad habits and brokenness and all of your lies and all of your sins, and you just say to God, here I am. And thankfully he says to you, welcome home. This is where you belong. We're beginning a new series today, a summertime series called, you could guess it, Here I Am, right? And what we'll do in this series is we'll search the scriptures and we'll explore the stories in the Bible of people who said, here I am. And when you say, here I am, it simply means I'm available, that I am available. And when you say, here I am, something supernatural happens every time. And so what we're going to do today is just quickly look at 4 people. There's more in the Bible, but we'll look at 4 people in the Bible who said, here I am. And throughout the summer, we'll take each one and we'll kind of do a deep dive into figure out that story and what God was doing and what he's going to do in your life as a result of learning about these people. The first one, the first here I am, is from a life of a man named Abraham. And when I say here I am, number one, first point is this: I make a sacrifice I never thought I'd make. In the first book in the Bible, the book of Genesis, the book of beginnings, we look in Genesis 22 in verse 1, and it says, sometime later God tested Abraham. He said to him, Abraham. Here I am, he replied. Then God said, take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go out to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you. It's a great here I am. It's the first here I am in the Bible. Now, those of you who know this story know that God will not allow Abraham to actually sacrifice his son. God is looking for the willingness in Abraham's heart to obey. And God tested Abraham to see what was in his heart. Now, God tests us sometimes with this same idea, not to grade us on the test, but to grow us for that test. And this is what God is doing to Abraham. He's growing Abraham's faith. Now, Abraham's greatest challenge is sacrifice. And when Abraham is challenged with sacrifice, he's challenged with, will you follow your will, Abraham, or will you follow God's will? And Jesus said it this way. He said it in Matthew chapter 10. He said, whoever finds their life will lose it. Get that. Whoever finds their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. You know, it seems like we spend our entire life trying your hardest for life fulfillment and life success. But it seems like sometimes the harder you try, the further away it is. And when you make that sacrifice to lose your life in God, that's when you finally find your greatest fulfillment and purpose. And this is the principle of sacrifice. Jesus sacrificed himself on the cross, and he had a resurrection. And a sacrifice always comes before a resurrection and a blessing. Whoever loses my life